I think so. Hello, YouTube. What's going on? My apologies for being a few minutes late. I was waiting for the train to go by. As you roll in, make sure to smash that thumbs up. I'd greatly appreciate that. I'm going a little earlier than usual today. I have a lot to do, so I'm about 30 minutes earlier than I normally go live. So I will wait a few for people to start to roll in. By the way, my name is Kimberly. This is my channel, Borderline Hoarderish, where hoarding is only cool if you can sell it for a profit. We are live right in my living room in beautiful sunny Colorado. So if you're catching the replay, yes, there is a live chat going on. Ciosa Sales, good afternoon. I love that you're always throwing me out hearts and unicorns. You know I'm all about it. Swamp Picker, what's up? Glenn, how was picking this weekend, sir? Jennifer Hayes, hello. How are you, dear? I appreciate you, Jennifer. So kind to me and so many others. Detector Steve, hello, hello. Mary Brown, hello. Storage Auction Pirate, what's up, sir? Lukester Goldfish, hello. Craig, Craigers, Land Shark Picker. Oh, now he's back to Land Shark Picker. Greg, thank you for being here. What's going on, friends? What is happening? How was your weekend? I feel like I've been out of the loop. I have not been live since the last episode on my channel, since the last episode of The Crazies Come Out at Night. And I was live for our Thursday night live show. I've been calling it TNL lately, like abbreviation TNL, Thursday Night Live. We just got to come up with a song. Thursday Night Live. I'm sure Pat will be rolling in here at some point to say hello. Let's see who else is rolling in. Little Mama Stalker, what up, Liz? If you guys have not checked out Little Mama Stalker, please do so. I love watching her. She's awesome. Her and all her littles and Alex Storage Stalker, they're good people. What up, Tommy the Bargain Effect? What the hell? Hello, Jeremy, and possibly George, depending on if she's around. What's up? What's up, people? And there he is, Pat D's, with my first official super chat, folks. Yes, I recently finally got monetized. Let me put this up here. Pat, I appreciate you so much. He says, $10 from Pat D's. Good afternoon, and keep up the effort and keep smiling. Love you. See you Thursday. That's so sweet of you, Pat, to do that. I appreciate that. That's my first super chat. How exciting. How exciting. Woohoo. Only took me, well, over 100 videos, like 100 and maybe 15. I didn't really push the whole of having people necessarily, watch me so I can do so I can get monetized. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I like to be a little organic about things, and I want to make sure that those are watching me, are doing it because they want to, or because they like to, or whatever it is. What up, Carol? I have no idea, ma'am, why you are all in gray. You are now blue. Bam. If you're blue, I like you. If you're not, I just may not know you yet. So keep on coming by my stream. As long as I don't know you're full of drama, then you'll probably be blue too. Congrats. Oh, you guys are awesome. Thank you. I couldn't have done it without y'all. I appreciate you. It's been bit of a kind of crazy past few weeks. I've really been sitting and well, really, okay, so what it started with was I wanted to get a sort of a new setup new desk, organize some things, make my life a little easier. I don't know what it was when I jumped into YouTube. I guess I didn't really realize sort of maybe how time consuming originally it would be. And because of that, I put some priorities kind of on the back burner of really just being organized about a lot of things I do. And so I decided more recently that I was for sure going to get back into that group, especially because the kids are back in school. They're doing their own, they're getting into their own group. And if the afternoons and evenings are so scheduled, I always call myself, drill sergeant mommy, hashtag momhood rocks. I get a lot more things done and I'm much more productive, and also so are my children. So I need to be applying that during the day. If I sit here and preach to y'all anytime I go live on Monday about basically, for example, today's building what you want brick by brick. We get so lost in the grand scheme of our dream or our goal that fear really prevents us a lot of times from accomplishing what we want, because it's like, let's say, for example, reselling wise, if your dream is to have a warehouse, right? I know there's a bunch of us who would absolutely love that. Me being one of them, having a big area of space, maybe not a warehouse. I'd rather have a chunk of land and have a huge garage on my property. Hashtag goals. But thinking about how you can get there can really be kind of daunting, can be scary, because that's a big thing to try to accomplish. And a lot of times people will just not pursue their dreams or their ambitions or their goals because of fear, and so you need to kind of break that down into sort of a brick by brick. Think of the warehouse as a whole as a big Lego building. And each day you need to kind of figure out, instead of going, oh my gosh, this is overwhelming, I'm never going to do this. Figure out what little building block, what little Lego piece you can put on that dream or goal to make that happen. And then once you finish that one, then you do another one, and you do another one, and you do another one. And before you know it, you've kind of accomplished whatever it is that you're trying to strive for. Greg says, productive. I made breakfast. Does that count? That does. It does count, really. As silly as that kind of seems, it does count. I know when I was in a very dark place in my life and I was going to group therapy, my therapist would tell me, she'd actually give everybody a list. And on the list, we were supposed to write down something that we would do every day, and then it kind of would roll into other things. And she said, even when you don't feel like doing anything at all, just get up and shower. Just make that your priority first, get up and shower, and then see what happens, after that. Hopefully it'll kind of snowball, into doing other things. So yes, making breakfast is being productive. Anyone know when YT is going to get rid of Top Chat? It's useless. I'm not sure, but I also agree that it's a little useless. I never really actually see much of a difference. I don't know. Not big into tools. What up, Susan Lynn? Thank you for being here. Carol, what the super chat? You guys are gonna make me cry. We can't have that. I don't like to cry on YouTube, okay? I'm not a crier on YouTube. Don't do it, man. I appreciate it. Let me see where I could, I'm on a different screen here. That was way up there. I have my regular YouTube up and then my chat. You're so sweet, Carol. I appreciate you. She's one of the OGs in my kind of YouTube world I met Carol, let's see, probably through, I want to say Chick Picker is one of the first ones I more than likely saw you through. And actually, I jumped into the chat of the YouTube world right around this time 1 year ago. I started making content. I started doing lives in January. Jumped in the rabbit hole. I jumped in that rabbit hole. Never looked back. Cell says we're supposed to be productive. Yeah, this is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Move yo as Mondays because we don't cuss around here. It's AZZ, folks. Remember that. Let me get out of here a little further. What's Nightbot? Is Nightbot in here? Nightbot, where'd you come from? Nightbot. That's how everybody started turning blue, was actually because of Nightbot, because he was timing everybody out. So I was just turning everybody blue. And then I went with it. Thanks, Mike, for stopping by. Storage Auction Pirate says you gotta go. Yeah, Hustle Grind Rewind. I appreciate you coming by, sir. What up, Dawn? Bargain Hunter. Thrift Beast, what's up? How are you? I was watching you the other day. I want to say maybe it was Friday. I think it was Friday. Maybe Saturday. All my days are running together. We love Legos. Yes, Legos are awesome. Kim. Got to eat. Well, you do that. Done. So, last week, I decided, okay, I was on the phone, actually, with Pat Dees. I think it was Tuesday, and I was watching an online auction of a bid I had already put on days before. And somebody outbid me. Well, there was another unit that I had been sort of looking at. I was a little worried that it was going to be it was showing a lot of clothes, and it's not necessarily my most favorite thing to list clothes, but I worry sometimes because, people got some dirty habits, and it was my first storage unit in quite a few years. And so I was just thinking, man, that's a lot of work. I'm going to have to probably really stain remove and go through it. I don't know if it's even going to be necessarily worth it. I did see a few immediate things that I was like, all right, well, I'm noticing in the pictures that I can at least double what the unit is at. So I'm talking to Pat on the phone, and I'm like hesitant if I'm putting a bid in, and I'm like, hey, how many minutes you gotta have to get, or something about putting a bid in? And he's like, I think that if you do it within a certain amount of time, they just add the 3 minutes. And I'm like, yeah. So I throw down a bid like in the last 2 minutes, and it extends it, and I'm like, oh, well, there you go for that. But I won the unit, and I was really excited. I did film this start to finish, so I'm not going to give you all of the details because there will be at least 3 videos coming out because that's how much stuff I found in this unit. So in my opinion so far, it's been an amazing buy. I definitely need to make a checklist of things to remember. Like, I need to bring my Husky gloves, not just some regular rubber gloves, especially if you find needles. I got really lucky. I didn't injure myself on any of the broken glass or needles I found in the unit, but I did injure myself when I got home, and I was being a dweeb with the, as Gorgeous George would say, knife was like poking out through this laundry basket, and I walked right by it and barely nicked myself. What an idiot, right? So yeah, I'm excited to share that all with you. I have not made any videos like that yet, so we'll see how the first one turns out. There's such a learning curve with making content or being a content creator because everything, it's different to film like this compared to being on the move. And with the storage unit, I don't have a videographer. I don't have another body. So I was wearing my GoPro and setting up my camera, which I think worked out pretty well. Little special shout out to Rise and Grind Picker, who I don't see it here right now. I know he's a busy man, but hopefully he'll see this. I'll message him and tell him to watch it at 15 minutes in. Shane, watch. I give him a hard time because he made a video and bent over, and the world saw a little bit of his crack. And then he was caught on a live, not unaware that he was live, hanging out. Kind of just chilling, sitting back, legs up, and we all saw what he was wearing, which were Crocs. So this whole hashtag or Team Crocs and Cracks kind of started. And so I'm giving him a shout out because I give him a hard time about that. I'm always like, Crocs and Cracks, Crocs and Cracks. So if you ever go to Shane Rise and Grind Pickers channel, make sure to hashtag Crocs and Cracks for me. But I was giving him a hard time. Well, I go back through my content that I taped from the storage unit, and I'm gonna have to remove a whole bunch of it. Why? Because here I am bent over, and what do y'all think you see? No Crocs. Way too much crack. Oh boy. It was like karma caught up to me. Crocs and cracks. Crocs and cracks. Too funny. Yeah, so need to bring better gloves. It's hard to stay covered when it's so hot for sure. So I don't mind. I don't mind the dirt part. I mean, my nails were disgusting. I chopped them all off because of all the crap that was underneath them. I was like, ugh. I painted them green. I'm trying to manifest money, people. You got to throw it out there. You can't just keep all your goals and everything and your dreams in your brain. You got to throw it out there. Throw it out to the world. One of my favorite motivational speakers is Mel Robbins, who actually is starting a daytime show today. It premieres. I'm really excited. I love her. I talk about her a lot. I have a few affiliate links attached to some of my videos of some of my favorite audibles by her, one being the 5-second rule. And then the newest one that I've read or listened to is Take Control of Your Life. She is incredible, and she is always talking about, why a lot of times people won't put their dreams out there, because it's almost like if you throw your idea out there, you kind of lose control of that, and you're a little more vulnerable because you put it out there. So a lot of people just don't, and you should put your dreams out there. Shout them loud and clear, give you a little motivation, and kind of hold yourself accountable. I'm rambling on. Let me catch up here. So lots of good things coming. Carlton says, congrats. Yeah, thanks. It's been a minute. And the last time I got involved in a storage unit, I was not by myself. So this is the first time. It's so weird at 35 to be kind of experiencing so many things on my own. I've had 5 heart surgeries. I was born with heart issues. And because of that, there were some things that I either didn't necessarily get to enjoy, either were too much stress. And when stress came, then it would cause, all kinds of sort of heart rhythm issues. That still is a little bit of problem, but not to the extent of where it's putting me in the hospital kind of thing with AFib and whatever else. So it's like I call this my mid-30s sort of crisis or a rebirth, because I'm getting to be able to experience so many things that I've never done before, been able to do with a normal heart. One that, when your heart races, your brain kind of just can't help but sort of go into a panic mode or get a little excited. And for me, that was like torture with having it, because when that would happen, it would trigger rapid beat, which would not be good. Nevermore Antiques is asking if I was at the beach. I did not go to the beach this week, John. I need to, though, again, before fall hits. I know the evenings are getting a little chillier. 104, don't get cut by a knife. Yeah, especially because some of them knives in there were pretty rusty. Go back to the screen here. You guys can probably all hear my scrolling. I wish that StreamYard would have a better way to show the super chats. Patties again. Copy and tested the super chat thing. Dweeb. Whatever, brat. Thank you, Pat. I appreciate you. Maybe you can call me sometime. And John, thank you very much. Life is a beach. That's funny that you say that. I actually have a tin sign that says, it's a Corona sign that says, find your beach. Maybe I should put that up behind me. Find your beach. Cracks. I just found new blue Crocs in the unit. Nice. No crack though. Well, I found crack. All kinds of crack. Some of the part of the crack was me. Bend it over. The other crack was not me. Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm searching for the right word, but maybe y'all can help me out. But I had forgotten kind of the hard part of storage units, or even if you pick up a box of things from somebody, or even when you go out thrifting and you come across kind of sentimental things of other people and you wonder, oh, well, like maybe it's wedding photos. I've seen so many people, their wedding photos a frame inside of Goodwill. I'm like, well, I'm guessing they got divorced. You'll picture up in Goodwill. But when I was cleaning out the storage unit and profiling, it gets to you sometimes. And there's quite a few people on YouTube that I love to watch who are far more experienced in storage units than myself, like What the Hales and Storage Auction Pirate and Thrift Trader and quite a few others. But it was a little hard because my first unit, basically, and again, I'm going to put out content, so I don't want to give you all of the details, but the person made some really poor choices, and it sort of went down the family line, and it broke my heart. It made me want to go home and hug my kids a little tighter, so just happy, first off, that they're healthy. Second, that I never made such poor choices that it was at the cost of putting my kids in danger or them rebelling. And my kids one's 14 and one's 8, so who knows what the future holds. But it just made me sad to think that a few parents, basically the mom, and then there was a daughter, and then some grandkids, and the mom and the daughter's husband made some poor choices, and then it kind of filtered down into the kids. So just was I almost get choked up even thinking about it. I just don't, to me, and I know that drugs and all that, I know that it's an addiction. I realize that there's kind of something a little off when people go and do that, but I don't know. I mean, my kids are a drug. I'm going to choose my kids all day. And if I can't do that, if I can't, keep them in a safe environment, then I would take the steps to make sure that happened. It's just like any time in my life where I've felt I needed therapy or counseling or whatever, because I was sad or I was having maybe thoughts that weren't the greatest, I took it upon myself to go get the help. Because first off, I think it's silly how much, society has kind of made mental illnesses like a bad thing, and to just sort of sweep it under the rug. Well, that's half of our problem, is that we're trying to just sweep everything under the rug. So I don't think people should be afraid or to have to be like, yep, I go see a therapist or I go see a psychiatrist or whoever it is. If you need help, good for you for being brave and putting yourself out there like that, for doing that, for taking that step to do that. We all need a little help sometimes. Take that little building block. Again, if you want, it's you're having issues in your life. Maybe you think you want to go get help, but it's scary to you to do all that. Or maybe you're not sure if insurance is going to cover it. Take a little building block, a little Lego block, whether that's maybe today calling your insurance company to find out, or calling around to see if there's any discounted places, or maybe just you have all that part squared away and you need to just call and make that appointment. Do that. It's okay to do things for yourself. Leticia, what's up? Star City Picker makes poor choices. You, Rick? I don't believe it, naughty Rick. Just me, Kathy. I saw earlier that you had scored some nice things from the dumpster, Kathy. You go, girl. Oh my gosh. Oh, I guess I'm missing. Wow, now I'm hitting the wrong button here. I'm getting a little button happy, folks. I see that there is a couple more super chats, but it's not showing on my little as easily on my StreamYard. Pat D's with another $5. Did you see John Nevermore singing to me "Beautiful Day"? That man can sing. Pat, you're a funny guy. I did catch that. That was pretty awesome. And Nevermore back with a $2 super chat says, I also kissed you, my patty cakes. I think that Pat D's 72 and Nevermore Antiques should make another effort to hang out. If you guys did not catch them together, you all should, because they are a hoot and a half. Too funny. And of course, as individuals, they are both awesome guys. My StreamYard sure doesn't like to cooperate here. What's up, sarcastic stacker? Another week of opportunity is upon us. Yes. Can't believe Nightbot's all up in here. Therapy, healthy choice. Yes. I actually pulled this shirt out of the storage unit. I washed it, of course. It's got stars on it. How cute, right? It's got a little shoulder peep. A little shoulder peep. And I pulled this necklace. It's not, I'm going to actually list it. It just happened to match my outfit today. I like to, when I find jewelry that's in wearable condition, I tend to wear it at least once so that I list it. It's just a Chico's necklace. Nothing crazy fancy. I only paid $40 for this unit. And they actually sent me an email that about another unit a few days ago, and I wasn't paying attention. Even if I did not make money off the unit, which I'm going to, I don't have a grand total yet, but I do. That's a lot of peanuts. I do know that the connection that I made was pretty amazing. So I will be going back and working with that, the manager of that storage unit place. Again, pays to be nice, people. Just to be kind and respectful and well-mannered really goes a long way. Hello, Joanna. Leticia says, I love your necklace. Thank you. It's all right. I mean, it's cute. It must be going nuts. You all are too funny. Too funny. So I am. What do we got going on this week? Well, we have our Thursday Night Live. Pat D72 is the host. And then I will be the host for 2 weeks in a row. Then we're going to start flip-flopping. I apologize if there was any confusion in that. Just make sure that you're subscribed to myself. I'm Borderline Hoarderish and also Pat D72. For our TNL, our Thursday Night Live show. This week's guest is Locker Nuts, and I'm so excited because I love them. They are part of the AA meetings on Wednesdays, the Auctions Anonymous meetings, and that is a great show to go to. This week's Storage Auction Pirate Mike is going to be the host for that show, but Jack and Jana, they are on that show, and they also buy storage units and then film content on that. One of the things that I really, really like and I'm quite impressed about that I want to sort of adjust even on my own channel is the way that they make and edit their videos. Jack kind of narrates it and does this whole sort of rewind forward thing where when it's parted out into multiple videos, he'll go back, show a little clip of whatever it was in the previous video that he was talking about. And I really like it. I like the way that they do their videos. They're very it keeps you wanting to watch. It's like I notice sometimes with some videos they get sort of sleepy if it's just the same kind of thing. So it's important and good to keep your eyes, I guess, busy. And they do that. They're awesome. And they both have great personalities, too. So it does help to have a little charisma for YouTube. I know a few of my friends would agree that are even in the chat right now that you have to have a little bit of something. You need to be teaching somebody something or educating them. A lot of YouTube is entertainment. You also need to keep in mind the different ways that people view things, whether that's mobile, on a phone or an iPad. That makes up most of the audience of YouTube. And then also those that stream on their TV, because if they're streaming on their TV right now, if you're streaming on your TV, you can't see the chat. And I know a lot of times, even in lives, people kind of forget about those that are watching the replay. So that's important. I could take my own advice on a whole bunch of these and be better. That's one of my goals, is to be more consistent with not only my schedule, but kind of getting things organized. I have this sort of weird, it's not quite weighed out in when I'm going live and compared to when I'm doing pre-recorded, which I know in the grand scheme of things are all important. You can see your chat. You just can't type in the chat from your TV. Well, when I stream through the my smart TV, I can't see the chat if I pull it up through the YouTube app on the TV. Now, if I do HDMI to TV, then I can see the chat. Or if I stream from my laptop to the TV, which I do actually quite a lot, because the picture will, I'm pointing over here because that's where my TV is. The picture of whatever the video is will show on the TV, and then on my laptop I can see the chat. But yeah, just keep in mind all those ways. How about blowing something up? What are we blowing up? I got a little. We're blowing up something? I don't know. If it's dangerous, I'm not so sure. Although I'm a little bit of a pyro and I like to light things on fire, like campfires. If it's not legal, I don't want any part of it. So Watching and listening. I just got a cha-ching. Yay, good for you. Thrift and flip. No pop-up auctions. I need to do some. I'm going to do a few pre-recorded, I think. And then I know word on the street. Shh. Don't tell Pat D's. I'm telling all our secrets. Word on the street is we might do some sort of Christmas auction just to mix things up a little bit, but to sort of help, our also our shows on Thursday. Shh, don't tell him that I said anything. Yes, we have lots of plans. I'm excited. I'm going to. So next week I'll be doing the Monday Motivation live, and then it might start to flip-flop, because what I'd like to do is all these things that I love to sort of inspire or help or motivate. I want to break it down into shorter videos for those that maybe don't have time to hang out for an hour and listen to me ramble. So I want to make smaller videos that people, can watch and get those good nuggets or those, advice, or shoot, I paid so much in therapy, I might as well use it, and help y'all out. And maybe it won't even necessarily just be advice or, I wear many hats. I'm a Jill of all trades. There's lots of things that I like to do, and I by no means am a professional at any of them. But if I can help somebody out, then right on, Stay tuned. We're being mischievous misfits, and nothing wrong with being a misfit. Your secret's safe with us, Kim, and all of YouTube. Yes, it's hard for me. I get so excited. I start thinking about what's coming up and even the future guests. We have decided to not sort of blurb them all out too far in advance. But so if you want to find out who is going to be my special guest when I host, y'all need to tune in this Thursday on Pat D72, his channel, for our Thursday Night Live to find out who's going to be my special guest for the week after that. And I'm excited. I'm super excited. The person is amazing, super inspiring, a wealth of knowledge. They dabble in eBay, Poshmark, and Amazon. So that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to have to make sure to watch to find out who it is. I'm pretty excited. Motivation Monday, declutter, one box at a time. Yes. Yes. Greg, you're being awesome in my chat. I like you. You're officially blue. I like everybody to kind of feel welcomed in here. I've heard the great debate back and forth of, well, you shouldn't give too many wrenches out, or you don't have enough wrenches, or whatever it is. You know what? I'm just going to do what I want because it's my channel. And my phone's ringing. Usually I turn that off. I was bullied hardcore in school. And literally, when I say that I was the last kid picked in dodgeball, I was. And part of that was because I just royally sucked at sports because I had so many heart issues. I didn't realize at the time that I had all those heart issues. But I've always been an oddball, a weirdo, whatever you want to call it, a misfit, the black sheep. Like, I've always been kind of a little strange. And kids are mean and cruel, and I guess I just don't necessarily like strange. Of course, I wore glasses then. Glasses are much cooler now, but I wore glasses, and I always felt kind of left out. And as I got older and went into high school, I started to spend my extra time helping the kids with special needs. So I then became part of like the Special Olympics and doing a whole bunch of really amazing things. And at lunchtime, I chose, everybody was mean, really mean to them for just being a little different. I chose to sit with them. And because of that, I was hated. I like literally, I'm not hated, but people were mean, so mean to me. And you know what? I didn't care, but I did care. And that's a lot of the reason why I do what I do in here by handing out wrenches and making sure that I try to say hi to everybody. It's hard when I'm hosting and there's nobody else here on the live with me, but even if you see me in other chats or on other lives, I do my best, to make you all know that you are welcomed and it's okay to be a misfit. We can all just be misfits together. See us, it says, I was right there with you. Middle school was awful, right? I was last picked, but I was the best player. Was just a little pudgy. Yeah, kids are mean. Gosh, my son hasn't really dealt with it too much, but my daughter, um, and I always tell her for her it's a jealousy thing. She's a pretty girl. She is very smart, gets very good grades, is on the honor roll. She's gonna do basketball this year, but she excels at basically everything she kind of does. And because of that, there are some mean girls, man. There are some cruel girls in that school sometimes with giving her such a hard time. DuPage Picka! Oh, Greg. What up, Greg? I was pleasantly plump. Bye, Susan. Thanks for being here. I don't even know how long I've been on here. It's crazy how time flies when you're going live. We all have our challenges in life. I'd rather be happy and pudgy than thin and miserable. True story. It's good to just do whatever makes you kind of happy. And really, who am I to judge? Like how anybody, I mean, it's not my life, so anybody can live it how they want. I was bullied. Called me moo cow. Oh, that's so mean. That's so mean. I was heavier. Ugh, that breaks my heart. That's so mean. Kids are a-holes. I don't mean to laugh because it's not, I mean, I know that it wasn't funny at the time, but it's just like, wow, kids can really be heartless sometimes. They also can be, obviously the exact opposite. What I love I love being a parent. I think it's the greatest thing ever. And it's really cool that my kids are older and they can do so much more. Yet still with my 8-year-old, there's so many things in life that, he hasn't experienced yet. And I'm so blessed to be able to watch that, his excitement. It's like we go to the movies. If I go to the movies with my kids, I spend so much of the movie watching them watch the movie. Like, I love it. Brayden, my little sweet boy, he tries to be so brave all the time and he's becoming so independent that I kind of like it when some of these movies, like Aladdin with the whole Cave of Wonders, or in Beauty and the Beast, like parts of it are a little dark and he gets all scared and he has to hold mom's hand. I love it. I love it. I love it. He still needs me. He needs me to hold his hand. I'm catching up in the chat. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Make sure to smash that thumbs up. Yeah. Kids are mean. And you know what? There's a bunch of adults, even now, that are no better. Makes me think about there's a little, and again, I'm not specifying anybody, but we all can be a little nicer to each other through the tubes or social media for that matter. It's amazing how many kind of screen bullies that there are out there who suddenly think they have some wolves because they're behind a screen. Like, yeah, don't be like that. Be nice. You never know what somebody's going through, and really, we're not them. So, people are too much sometimes. Keyboard commandos, yeah. Life goes on. Hello. I see what just popped up here. Two-page figure with the super chat with $4.99. I appreciate it. You guys are gonna make me cry with the super chats. I'm gonna have to learn to control myself. Yay, you're finally monetized. Much love. Yes, Greg, I am. I actually was monetized a week ago. I hit my hour mark hanging out with everybody on the Crazies Come Out at Night, and then it approved in like 2 days. It was approved by, I think, or even a day. Was it even a day? Like Sunday is when it was approved. So it went through very quickly. I did make sure to take the steps, the little checklist that you have to do. I did that ahead of time. And if anybody's looking into, wanting to be monetized, it would be good to do that whole checklist ahead of time rather than after, because even YouTube, the content creators, they say that you should do that. It'll make that whole process go a little faster. So thought that was cool. I can't believe, really, honestly, my first initial goal was to just get 1,000 subs in the 4,000, watch time, or 4,000 hours in a year. And I had it planned out. I was like, okay, I'll do this live every week. And I had it like to two to three videos per week. I have not done that consistently at all. But I love it. I wouldn't change my sort of YouTube journey at all. I know in the beginning I was afraid. I even remember having conversations with Todd Flippin' Hustler, mentioning like, do I just let the crazy out, or do I try to be like, on the down low about it? And I'm glad that I chose to just, roll with it, because I think that I'm, from my own experience of watching people, that if you're kind of fake about it, it comes across, first off. But it's hard to, I think, upkeep in trying to be like that. And so if you're just yourself, you really don't have anything to worry about. I mean, nothing shocks you people from me. I mean, maybe if I started going on some cussing rant, that would be shocking. But I've always just been a goofball and just been me, which is awesome. I love it. I love to make people smile. So if my goofiness makes you all smile, then right on. Right on, right on. What's up, Rosie? She's so happy for you. I appreciate you so much, Crystal. Thank you, Kathy. You guys are so sweet to me. So nice. So nice. I'm hoping that StreamYard gets it together with this whole maybe showing us who our wrench is. And then also at least highlighting showing the super chats, because it's hard to see on the StreamYard screen. What? Are you serious? Wow, Steven with $20. Okay, don't cry, Kim. Says, congrats, Kimmy. Y'all are going to make me cry. I can't even do it. I can't even do it. I appreciate that. And thank you for watching. I don't even know what to say. I'm like trying not to start to tear up. It's happy tears though, right? I appreciate it. That's very, very kind. I don't know how I got on that one. What up, CH, by the way? Yeah. I don't know what I have going on my screen here. Yeah, on the YouTube screen it shows, but I have to have my chat popped out to be able to see it. That's so sweet, Stephen. That was very nice. And to Pat D's and of course Evermore Antiques and D Page Picker. I appreciate all of you guys. What up, Steve? Pick and roll. What's going on? What's going on? How are ya? Always be you. If people don't like you, they don't belong here anyways. True story. Because what do I always tell people? If you're not yourself, then how are those looking for you going to find you? And plus, you don't want to try to be somebody else. It's too much work. Just be yourself. Right? Be yourself. Greg says, okay, I've got to go move my ass with some Z's. Thanks for the motivation. Enjoy the day. All my favorite people and new peeps I met today. Have a great day. Same to you, Greg. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I am going to start to wrap this up since I have a lot to do. I need to get to listing like crazy. Crystal, I wanted to maybe hang out, not live with you. So we should do that at some point. Can I just throw it out there on a live? I'm like, Crystal, we need to hang out. I love Crystal, Rosie's Closet. She's awesome. She's another OG in my YT world. She's awesome. For sure, for sure. So I know that Pick and Roll just rolled in here. And I was speaking earlier of a special guest. And I told y'all you're going to have to stay tuned until Thursday. Well, here's one little hint. Maybe he's in here already. Shh. See, I'm never good at keeping secrets, right? So stay tuned on Thursday to confirm, to see who it's going to be. Ooh, I just took away some of the suspense. But I just got so excited that he came in here. Gorgeous George. What's up, infamous George? Yes. Hi. Sounds good. Pre-Thursday. Yeah, whatever, Crystal. That's fine. Or, I mean, we can plan on a live too, but I want to do some more, not that I don't love you all. If you guys want to hang out, not live, please let me know. It gets kind of lonely sometimes, you know, being a reseller and just listing by yourself. So I do like to do lives, not live. Not that I don't love you all, but it gets kind of hard to. Part of my reason is, y'all know I'm an angry typer. Me and Banana Finds Jason, we like to angry type. So it's really hard for me to be typing out on a live and doing all of that because it's just so noisy. So I do like to hang out with people though. All by myself. So I'm at 54 minutes. I am going to wrap this up. I get some, she's a dude, even though I know Gorgeous George just rolled in. I did mention the AA meeting already. I have to switch to a silent keyboard, right? I'm on a laptop, though. I am working on a whole new, sort of setup. I've partially got even my, I can show you all, but without it being too loud. You can't see it. I'd have to go too far over. But I have a few, like I redid this over here. I got a new table slash desk. I love it because it's actually a workbench and I can make it go up and down, and it's big enough to where I can set my camera up too, because I do want to do the series of what it's like to be a new eBayer. I started that new account. I still have not listed in it yet. But I wanted to start showing those that are maybe have a little fear of starting eBay, thinking that it's overwhelming. I wanted to show you start to finish. And because I sell an assortment of things from hard goods, to replenishables, to clothes, I wanted to show that. And then also for the fact of, I know that people ask me all the time about some of the things that are shown in my video, and I have been more hesitant upon putting that information out there into an eBay store. That way, if anybody asks, they know, where it's at. So, lots of good plans. Lots of good plans. Al downtown says, I seen you at Renee and Casey's channel. Yes, Bargain Hunters Thrift. Yes, he is awesome. I was talking about Renee and Casey this morning. I really like Casey's honesty, and I know that they kind of get a bad rap for that sometimes, and I think that that's silly that people get sort of so mad about somebody just stating their opinion. As long as it's within a respectful sort of way, you're entitled to not like things. It's just like there are some YouTubers that as a person I would never be friends with. Like I don't like them, but I do respect them because they are knowledgeable of whatever it is. Now, if they're like a trash talker and all that and just rude or have been rude to me, then I probably won't ever watch them. But there's nothing wrong with having an opinion about something. It's okay to not have the same opinion about other people. I know that there's people out there that don't like me, and that's fine. That's all right. I know I'm a lot to handle. I live with myself. All right. Mary, thank you very much. I appreciate everybody and all of your super chats. I will be back next Monday at the usual time, which is 1 p.m. Central, or around, the usual time. Stay tuned because there will be at least part one of the storage unit that I bought last week coming up sometime, hopefully in the next day or so. And then you can, of course, catch me this Thursday on our Thursday night live show. And I do float around and watch quite a few people throughout the week. So I appreciate everybody for coming by and for all the super chats. Thank you. That almost made me cry. Like even thinking about it, like that's just amazing. Not only, I appreciate everyone, not only those that, of course, sent the super chats, but just all of you that have watched me and been a part of, the journey that I'm attempting to share with you all. I appreciate you guys so much. Make sure that you have already liked, well, not already. Make sure to smash that thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. I will catch you all next time. I hope everybody has a blessed day. Catch y'all on the flip side. Goodbye, YouTube. It's time to go. Goodbye, YouTube. Hope you liked the show. I hate to leave you, but I really must say goodbye, sweet friends. Goodbye.